it's Renee. Welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm gonna finally do what you guys have been asking for and film a room tour. My room has been through quite the journey in the past few months. My closet's been broken for forever, and every time we tried to hang it up, it would break again. And so I've been having to contend with that, but I finally have my room in a reasonable order. Things are great. Things are back at peace, and I'm very excited to show it to you. I have kind of changed some stuff around. I might change some more stuff around in the future. Haven't decided, but I just did my little intro from my bed. I have some stuff on my desk, and so that's usually where I film. So in this clip, you will probably just see like me walking around. Literally, it's just gonna be me walking around showing you stuff. Not anything super crazy. It's not a super big room or anything, but you guys have been asking. I know you guys have been curious because I have lots of like video game stuff and some nerdy shit back there. I'll show you where I film. I'll show you where I sleep. And yeah, if you would like to see my long-awaited room tour, stay tuned and we'll get into it. Let you know, the quality of the lighting in here is not always the best. That's why generally whenever you see me film, I'm right in front of this window, because most of my room is actually like pretty dark, kind of how it's set up. But this is just pretty much my desk. It's not really anything crazy. Like, this is where I keep a lot of my makeup. Like, top here's kind of a mix of foundations, middle's like concealers, or top is foundations and concealers, middle is like face powder products, and then down here is eye powder products, and then I put these kitty stickers on them. And then these are all of my brushes that I desperately need to wash, and then there's like some eye products, some lip products, setting spray. My room is very cluttery, which you'll probably notice. And then yeah, the reason I didn't do my intro is because I'm actually going to be filming the try-on portion of some hauls that I've been doing. And I also filmed a book haul because I thought it'd be kind of interesting to do something a little different. And then those are my glasses on top. And this is actually something that I DIY'd myself. I found this cool kind of wooden bowl at a Goodwill. This was at Michael's, and then I bought some flowers and I glued it on top, and I made my own little cactus pillow. And this is just kind of where I keep my jewelry. This is actually something I made for my dorm for my keys. But it says like, it's too dangerous to go alone, take this, and then I would hang my keys there. But now I just keep like chokers and keychains there. And this is something my mom actually made for me. I need to find out how to position it because it got a little broken when I, not like super broken, but it got a little messed up when I moved. So I keep these there to keep it steady, but it's a broken NES claim controller, a broken light gun, and then she made it into a lamp, which is really cool. I really like it a lot. And then I have a little talk nerdy thing to me. And then there's my mirror that I use. And then here's all of my like go-to palettes that I use. So up front here, these are all like my favorite lipsticks. The one I'm wearing right now is the Maybelline Amazonian one. These are super great and like super indestructible. And then these are all my go-to palettes. Here is my record player and then my speaker. If you're looking for a good speaker, look for these like Sony, what is this called? It's one of these Sony. These are really good. I think these sound a lot better, like, because to me, Beats Pills I think sound super tinny and they're not that really good at quality. I think these are way better quality than those. I have a little like giraffe guy, and I have a cute little robot guy that I got from TJ Maxx. And then this is just a Pokeball from GameStop. And then my record player, this is just like a standard Crossley one. Not anything crazy. I just wanted to, because I started collecting like Disney records and other stuff, so I just thought it'd be fun to get a little mini record player. I just thought it'd be great for that. And then here's a shelf for all my records, and then there's a little like Fry stuffed animal. There's a little Hermione stuffed plush. Here's all of my Sailor Moon pop figures that I love so much. I need to get the rest of them because I love them so much. Here's some shelves for some books that I'm reading. And there's my Ginny pop figure. Whole shelf of pop figures and some piggy banks. And then I have my Sailor Moon plushies. It's full of Sailor Moon plushies. Those are actually all from Blockbuster that I bought back in the day, like when I was younger. And then I have a cord stretched across because that's how I keep my phone cord on my bed. And then this is my bed. So I actually bought these pillows. These are from the Play Fort section or whatever from Target. This one just says the coolest kid in town. That one says Hello Sunshine. That one says Young, Wild, and Free because I thought it was cute. I normally have a lot more stuffed animals on my bed. I've just been kind of trying to minimize it a little bit because, I don't know, just like it's so much. And then when I'm going to sleep, I end up just like shoving them all on the floor or off to the side. And then, yeah, it's just like a whole thing. I just have some Pokeballs. I have a graduation Minnie Mouse my sister got me. That sheep is actually from the Natsume booth from E3 last year that I bought. And then I just have like my purse and then stitches behind it and some blankets that I sleep with and my comforter. And then this is actually something that I bought for my tassel and my diploma. I'm going to put it in there, and then I'm going to put it on top of my closet because I want to display my degree in my room because I'm very proud of it. And then these are actually some of these things, well, all of these things, these are my paintings. So fun fact, once upon a time, before I became a communication/journalism major, I wanted to be an artist. I'm not that good. These are all just kind of very basic paintings that I did when I was younger. And I mean, I like the Gambit one a lot. That one's actually all done with Copic markers. This one's done with just your standard water-based acrylic paint. Standard base of water acrylic paint. I need to finish that one because I haven't finished the outlining on it yet. And then that one up there is the map for Super Mario World, and then I need to finish that one. It just says keep calm, and then up, down, down, left, right, BA start, which is the contra code for, it's either unlimited lives or unlimited bullets, I forget. And then the Squirtle picture is actually from my dorm bathroom my first year, because I had a Pokemon themed bathroom at my first year at university. And then those are a lot of my Disney pins that I've gotten in the last few years that I love a lot. I thought I'd put them on a canvas. And this wall was like empty and I didn't have anything on it, and I just thought it was super boring. So I was like, you know what, I have all these paintings, I have all these canvases, why not just put them up? And I did, and I think they look really cute like this. It kind of just worked out perfectly, and I like how it looks a lot. And then another thing that I made too for my dorm, because I had a video game themed dorm my first year too, is I actually made these. They're basically just like Mod Podge letters, and so I picked some of my favorite games. Like the first one is from Kirby Superstar, Pokemon, that one's technically from like Fire Red and Leaf Green, but it's Pokemon. Then Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, which is one of my favorite games, and then Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap, which is another really good game for Game Boy Advance. And yeah, I just Mod Podged those all together, and then I X-Acto knifed them out. And then, yeah, then that's actually something that I got from Universal. It's just a Gryffindor flag. I spent so much money there last year. It was insane. But yeah, that's just what I keep above my bed, and it's kind of nice. And then this is just my closet. Like I said, I think I'm going to probably put my degree diploma thing up there just because it's kind of blank right here. Oh, then also too, I have a Pokeball backpack, which I think is cool. And then this is just my closet. My closet's kind of messy right now, but there's something cool I do keep for my closet. I do keep it in colored order, which makes it really nice when my closet isn't broken. So it goes from yellow, and then purples, oranges, pinks, to whites, and then blues, and then over there is black. And yeah, that is my closet. And yeah, this is just my little kind of like, I kind of call it like my Instagram wall, because we found these canvases at Target, and it's like all of, you know, like Mario, Yoshi, Peach, and Luigi, and then I bought that off of Tilly's, and I got that cactus from Target, and I kind of wanted to make a little bit of like an Instagram wall, and so I have the lights going into my closet with a switch in there that I turn on and off, and just some canvases that I wrapped the lights around. I command stripped my grad cap there because I thought it would be kind of cute, because I think it like needed something. Now I'm sure what everyone has been waiting for. My shelves. So starting up top, you just kind of have some of my bigger stuff. This is like a container for Super Nintendo. I can like barely reach this. It's a container for Super Nintendo games. It's actually pretty old. It's back from the 90s. It's really, really cool. And yeah, it's actually like Nintendo brand. And Nintendo always does like collaborations with brands. They did one for McDonald's, so my like mom went and picked me up some. Those right there are some envelopes for like Cards Against Humanity, but for Mass Effect. And then like Yogurtland had a Nintendo thing, Target had a Nintendo thing. So we got all those, and we got all the fancy spoons that go with them because we're the most. Then I have like a little dry bones guy, and these are actually snack bowls, but they're in the shape of a Death Star, so you can take it apart and use them as bowls, or you can leave it as a Death Star, which I think is pretty cool. And then here is my Xbox One. Basically, to get it to fit, we took the middle part off of here because up here, whoops, hello Xbox. And yeah, and so we put that up there. Those are my controllers right there. And there's my Wally. He's really cool actually because, no! I think he's very cute. We used to be able to get him at Toys R Us, but Toys R Us closed down. And these are some of my Moana pop figures. There's Maui, and there's Moana, and there's her little piggy, Pua. But yeah, Wall-E is my like favorite Pixar movie. I just think it's so cute. There's an Eve you can get like that too. And here are some shells. These are actually from Wind Waker. They're like little play sets. I'm gonna glue them down because they don't really stay, but this is like the Red Dragon, or like King of the, what is it called? The King of Red Dragons? I can never remember. I've played that game so many times and I can never remember his name. I'm like, oh, Link. Oh, like Tetra, Ganon. I love Wind Waker. It was the first Zelda game actually that I ever beat, and so it is actually my favorite. I just don't know why I can never remember his name. I'm so bad about that. These are all of my Xbox One games, so it goes from alphabetical order, and then typically the games that I'm working on go up here. So I finished The Wolf Among Us. I'm almost done. Well, I'm on the second DLC for The Witcher 3. I'm playing Guardians of the Galaxy, and then I want to start Siberia 3, and yeah, these are just all of them. I don't know why I have 2 copies of these. I don't know why at all. And then I have my Kingdom Hearts Donald Duck pop figure and a little Rapunzel Tsum Tsum. And then this is typically the shelf that you see behind me. So here's like a big Kirby. I got him from Comic-Con. This is Meta Knight. I also got him from Comic-Con in 2014. I bought this at the Natsume booth at E3 last year. He's a little piggy from Harvest Moon. What is it again? I think it's, oh yeah, Sunshine Islands. That's the one he's from. And then here is a Nintendo 64. This one was actually my brother's growing up, and this is the one I used to play all the time. It's a jungle green one. You could originally get this with Donkey Kong. And yeah, it's very cool. I need to put a game in it because I feel like that'd be more fun. But yeah, this is my brother's green Nintendo 64. A lot of this older stuff I got from him because he doesn't really want it anymore and he doesn't really care if he has it or not. So they're mine now and I'm just taking it all because I played this a lot anyway. And then this one is mine. I actually bought this a couple years ago. This is the special edition Pikachu one, and then I put Hey You Pikachu in it. But yeah, this is really cool because when you turn it on, Pikachu's cheeks light up. I don't have the plugs for it in right now just because I have so many things plugged in for other stuff, so it doesn't always get played, but I do love it a lot. It's really cool. And then yeah, it just has a little Pokeball on and off switch, and it has Pokemon on the front. Then this is my GameCube. This is the GameCube I've literally had since I was a youth. My brother actually got this and he didn't want it, so I got it because he ended up just getting an Xbox. I don't know why I don't have, oh yeah, it's because I have a Wavebird controller, but that's why I don't have a purple one in here. These are really great because they're wireless. But yeah, I love this one. But yeah, my brother didn't want it, so he got an Xbox instead, and then my parents gave this to me. And it's one of my favorite systems still to play. I need to dust. I love it so much. And then I have two Wavebird receivers for some reason. And then these here are all, well, not all of my Nintendo 64 games, but the ones I care about. So like Majora's Mask, and Ocarina of Time, and Pokemon Stadium, and Pokemon Snap. And then some I have in boxes. And then these in here are Sega Genesis games. I don't have my Genesis set up, so you know, I tried to keep game and games together. And then underneath here, I have all of my, not all of them again, but a lot of my GameCube games right here. This is actually my other Xbox one that I used to keep in my dorm, but I don't have it really set up anymore because my older one has more storage, so I kind of leave this one as is. And yeah, so a lot of my GameCube games. If you recognize any titles, let me know. I'd be happy to hear what you played when you were younger, if you played video games at all. And then these are almost all of my Harry Potter books. I have multiple copies, and then this is just like one of those like Rick Riordan books where he writes about gods and stuff. But yeah, mostly Harry Potter books. Another junk thing full of like cords and other stuff. Here is my Wii U. Unfortunately, it doesn't get played as much because I'm primarily an Xbox main, but I have Super Smash Bros. In here because I have a lot of Amiibos. And like I said, so then there's some PS4 games and the start of my 360 games. And then like I said, so just a thing of junk. And then this is my TV. I'm pretty serious. I used to even be more serious about gaming because it's a pretty big TV. But then I keep my kind of bigger books that don't fit in my shelves, or coffee table books. So like that's like the Fantastic Beasts Illustrated Edition. Chloe got that for me for Christmas. And then I have the History of Magic, which I bought, I'm pretty sure. And my sister got me that Tiny Cat book because it's just Tiny Cats photoshopped. And those are some Marvel encyclopedias, which I think are pretty cool. I got those from my brother as well. And then for more systems, here is my PS4 with my Howard the Duck pop figure. I know. And then here's some more 360 games. I actually found this at Goodwill last year in Oregon. It's an OG like Sailor Moon piggy bank. I was so excited because it was only $2. And then here is some more Harry Potter books. These are all of my, like my last one, and then my illustrated ones, and then the start of my other favorite book series, The Hunger Games. I love those books so much. They're really good. And here's my 360, my child, my son. I actually had one of those white 360s, and then I upgraded to this one, and that's my old internet adapter for my old 360, because fun fact, the old white ones didn't have internet. You had to use Ethernet, or you had to buy one of those. And then I have a couple controllers for it. There is some PS2 games, because I used to play PS2 all the time when I wasn't playing GameCube. There's some more just like junk drawer with like and then there's some more Nintendo 64 controllers in there too. And then there's a silver PlayStation 2. This was my main PlayStation 2 that I used to play all the time. There's all my memory cards in little cases, and there's a really tiny PS2. It's one of the big ones technically, but it's a tiny PS2 keychain that I love so much. Here's some more PS2 games with a little Bijou plush. That's from Hamtaro. I used to watch Hamtaro all the time. And then here's some more of my books that are my favorites. That's from the Lunar Chronicles, Feel Like an Artist, which I read for a class. And then those are like the Colleen Houck, I think it is, Tiger's Curse. Some like YA trash that I love. Starting from the top again, here is my Amiibo collection that I'm quite proud of. But yeah, I actually had two of these like shelves, and so then I put them together. For some reason that flag won't stay up. These are all of my Amiibos. There's the ones from Super Mario Odyssey, and I kind of went by height so you could see them better. There's Ganon, there's Mario, Peach, and Bowser, there's Ryu, There's Shovel Knight, Mega Man, Blathers, Pit, Celeste, Kirby, who is my main, one of my mains. There's Daisy and Wolf Link from Twilight Princess. There's a Greninja in the back right there. Here's KK Slider, Cap'n, Rossetti, the twins, Tommy and Timmy. There's Tom Nook. Oh my god, I can never remember their names. I always forget, but I love them. I think they're so cute. And then one of the Able sisters. I'm pretty sure that's Mabel, because Sable, I think, is the one that gets grumpy at you. Then there's Isabel. Here's more. These are more of my retro ones. There's the Duck Hunt dog, two different Robs, the Famicom and the Nintendo one. So like American and Japan one. I main Rob also in Super Smash Bros. There's Pikachu. There's Jigglypuff, the Wii Fit trainer, who's actually my favorite Wii Fit, my favorite character from Super Smash Bros. But she's not very effective all the time. There's the Villager, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong. There's Mario right there. Here's Poochie, and then these are all the characters from the different Yoshis from Yoshi's Woolly World. All my Amiibos. I'm so sorry that the Wii U got canceled. I love you all, and they better bring you back on the Switch. Shh, hush, my children. I love you. And then for more shelves, that's actually a GameCube clock that my mom made me, and she actually put a charger in, because I had this in my dorm as a charger / a clock. The clock is broken though, because I need to... I think the battery still works, but it always gets bent if something is ever next to it. And these are some old Mega Man guys. Here's my, actually this is my SNES Classic. I don't have the cord set up because I don't play it that often. I just like having it because it's really tiny and funny. And then here is Lloyd from Lego Ninjago movie, who actually really like the movie. I love Lego movies. Here's my Miss Marvel pop figure, my E3 cup. Here is just a shelf of Tsum Tsums, and then there's Lara Croft back there and my Tomb Raider Collector's Edition. I think I got that from my brother too. But he don't want it, so too bad. And then these are all of my Mega Bloks Pokemon characters. I have Ivysaur, I have Gyarados, which I think is so cool. It was so hard to build because it was so many pieces, but I love it. It's really cool. Here is Snorlax and Munchlax, and then this is actually something that I cannot believe still works, but I have literally had this since I was a kid. It's my OG Pokemon Pokedex, and it still works. I used to play with this all the time. I loved this thing so much. And you would open up the Pikachu, and you could enter it in, you could look at it, you could pick your favorite Pokemon, you could do math on it because it was a calculator too. But yeah, it still works. Can't believe it. I love this thing so much. And this is just some of my Mass Effect. Oh, here, I forgot I have other Mega Bloks right there too. So Squirtle and Charmander, And then that's my new Nintendo collector 3DS with the different faceplates for red and blue. And then red and blue are downloaded onto it. You can't get that anymore. It's actually quite expensive now. And then these are my Mass Effect pop figures. And then there's my SNES Classic box. And then there's Cappy. He is the Super Mario Odyssey thing you use in that game. He's the cool Cap. Super Mario Odyssey is so good. If you have a Switch, I recommend picking it up. And then here's a Pixel Pal. It's Luigi. And then here is the Centipede guy from Centipede. And then up here, I actually have a Mass Effect Omni tool that I got from GameStop on sale for $20, which is really good. And then here are my Lego Dimensions guys. There's Robin. Oh no, Batgirl fell. And then I have little Bat Cave and stuff, which I think is cool. I don't play that game that often. I just like Legos a lot. And then for another shelf, here's actually all my Harry Potter stuff that I got from Universal last year. Here's my Hermione Granger wand. These actually I bought separately. And then this I got from Barnes & Noble. It's Harry's wand and it lights up. There's my Birdie Bots Every Flavor beans, which are probably disgusting now. Here's my chocolate frog box that the frog is gone, and my card's in there too. I think I got Dumbledore actually, and it made me feel like Harry Potter. And then this is a snitch that you press the button and it flutters. And then these are little ornaments that I got. I had a Harry ornament, but I don't know where he went. And then there's Hermione's time turner, and then there's some postcards. I got a pygmy puff, and then I got a cauldron from there that I love so much. But I can't wait to go back. I love Harry Potter World so much. And this is some more cool kind of retro stuff. So here's some more pop figures. There's Rey, there's Thor, there's Professor X, old Professor X from the 90s cartoon. Here are two Game Boy Colors. I have it in teal and a green color. I have a Game Boy printer that has a ton of actual printer paper left in it, which is really hard to find. A camera you can put in to take selfies. And then here's actually a Sega Nomad. So a Sega Nomad's really cool because it was a portable Sega you could take around, and I used to play this all the time, and I would play Sonic 2, and that's my favorite Sega game. And this is kind of more random stuff. I actually had this in my bathroom at school, but it doesn't turn on anymore because it's really loud and obnoxious. But this is another little Pokemon shelf, but it has Squirtle on it because, fun fact, Squirtle is my favorite Pokemon. Ooh, your girl needs to dust. And then I also made that for my, well, my mom made that for my dorm. And she took one of my old Squirtle plushies, and it says, like, in case of fire, break glass. It used to have a Thor hammer attached to it, and it doesn't anymore because I think it broke off when I moved. And then there's a Pikachu bank and a Pokemon bank that I've had since I was a kid. And then for some of the last shelves, here's just some of my favorite and more rare Super Nintendo games. My pride and joy is my Earthbound that I keep in a case that I, again, need to dust. There's a little there's a Hulk statue. Here's some more of my boxed games, and then an awesome mixed keychain that actually plays music when you press buttons. More Super Nintendo games. I used to play Super Nintendo like crazy, and I need to find a better way to store them because they constantly fall, and so I'm thinking about buying more of these plastic things right here because they stay better when they're like that, and it protects the covers. Yeah, so this is actually cool. It's a portable Super Nintendo that Hyperkin makes, and it's really awesome because you can just like take your Super Nintendo games anywhere you want. Like, it's really awesome. There's some Nintendo games. I don't have as many because I didn't play a lot of Nintendo games when I was little, mostly Super Nintendo. There's another Pokeball. There's a cute little crochet cat I got from Oregon. Here's my Super Nintendo, like their second model, and then there's a Pikachu that I've had since I was a kid. And here's some PS1 games and some more PlayStation 2 games. These are some cool kind of rare ones that I like, and some that I used to play when I was a kid. And then here's a lot of my strategy guides and my comics. It's like I have like X-Men. I really love X-Men. They're one of my favorite Marvel like groups. I wish that like 20th Century Fox would just give up the rights and just give them to Disney because I think that they would just make better movies. And then here's some more of my bigger books that don't really fit, and there are a lot of them are strategy guides and just some random stuff, like my Harry Potter pop-up book, which is very cool, and Pokemon strategy guides. Here's some more Super Nintendo games that I love, and here's some more Marvel comics and some more books. I think that's everything. I love my things. I'm such a hoarder, but I love stuff like this, and it makes me so happy. That's why I'm constantly buying things like this. But yeah, all these things make me very happy. I love staring at them every day. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I hope you liked this room tour. Sorry it took so long for me to do, but I had a fun time filming it just now. I love talking to people about the things that I own because they're kind of extra and kind of ridiculous. But yeah, let me know if you recognize any of the stuff from when you were a kid, or you had a certain game you loved playing, or a certain book you loved reading. I'd love to hear about it and chat with you a little bit more. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe. It'd be great to have you here. Again, my name's Renee. Thanks for watching. Bye.